My mother was classically trained as an immunologist and a biochemist and worked as a research scientist at Duke. And my father is an agronomist and a farmer working in both plant and animal agriculture. So trying to connect the dots between those, I think, is where I kind of landed in the space, which is food. So whether you're growing the food or figuring out what food does to you, which is where the nutrition field is. So probably from childhood, been in the space of food, moved into it as undergraduate, and then took off from there through grad school and the rest of my career. My research area is in the area of really understanding the influence of plant genetics, food formulation, food processing on nutrient and phytochemical bioavailability and metabolism from foods. So I think what I want people to know the most, perhaps, is that, hey, my research really focuses more on the compositional and processing effects of the foods you select to eat, what that does once you consume it, and how that can impact your life. I always wanted to be an academic scientist because I love the freedom to operate in research spaces that I and others can say, hey, we can sit down collectively as scientists and say, this is what we feel is important. So the freedom, the flexibility, and the ability to do science that cuts across different aspects of what I would say are not just population, but individual needs, is why I love being an academic scientist. I want my research to either help people directly or to develop people, do bigger things. So here at Arkansas Children's, I really just want to focus on that. Like I think I want to make sure I'm influencing the next generation of scientists, the current generation of scientists, and that we actually were able to move the needle on translating some of this science to the industry. So we're influencing people that way as well. So it's all about people.
Dr. Ferruzzi really embodies the Fiser Award. He's very enthusiastic. He has an open mind. He has innovative spirit and energy, and he brings his best self to work every day. And those are some of the qualities that I remember of Dr. Fiser as well. Some of the unique things that stand out to me about Dr. Ferruzzi is his enthusiasm for research, his enthusiasm for collaborations with others within the Institute. He's also a great mentor and has really raised the level of science here on campus and has raised visibility not only here in Arkansas, but nationwide. It's really been a joy working with Mario and being able to collaborate with him. Our research teams have really been able to grow some new and innovative work.
It's pretty humbling. And you look at the legacy of this award, this is a special place at Arkansas Children's. And what Dr. Fiser established in that regard and set the bar really high for how serious we should be taking the work we do from a research perspective. It was award enough to being the director of the center, much less this. This was just super special.